Hi everyone, it's Ashna. I'm back at O'Hare because this time we're going to Arizona for a week. We pretty much explored the entire state, so I'm really excited to take you guys along with me.
Train arrival. Please stand clear of the doors and allow passengers to exit.
Guys, we have officially made it to Phoenix, Arizona. So after our flight, we are still not done traveling for the day because we are driving 2 hours to get to Sedona. Also, shout out, thank you, Ashley, for this little white flashlight. That is how we are making this happen right now. Alright, I don't know if you can tell, but clearly I'm not in a car anymore, so we have made it to our hotel. This is a bathroom, and I just wanted to, I don't know, talk to the walls like I always do. When we got here, it was already dark, so we weren't able to see how the actual scenery looks, but there's something kind of exciting about that. Like, tomorrow morning it's gonna be a complete surprise. We also got to see some stars, and I love stars. I'm obsessed with just any type of photography related to stars. It's so stunning, and I don't get to see stars back at home. But over here, we saw, like, there were so many. I forgot that you can just look up in the sky and see stars. Like, there are places out there. Who would have thought? Right? Moment of appreciation for these matching pajamas. I have never watched Snoopy, but these are cute, so we're still gonna wear them. Hey guys, so today is our second day in Arizona. It's technically our first full day here, but we are going to Saguaro National Park today, and we are driving the Red Rock Scenic Byway right now. Our drive from Sedona to Saguaro National Park was 3 very scenic hours long, and we saw so many cacti on the way. It's crazy how this is probably really normal for people who live in Arizona, but for us, we were just so fascinated by the different shapes of the cacti. The visitor center is around 7 miles from the entrance, just to let you know that because we thought that we had missed it, but just keep going. Saguaro National Park is in the city of Tucson, and when you get there, it feels like you're being greeted by a family of cacti. There's a runway of cacti, and it's unlike any road that I've ever been on before because I've never seen those many cacti in one place. Asmi has been so annoying this entire time. Every time we go through a dip, she feels the need to announce it to everyone. Asmi, do you want to demonstrate?
No, I don't want to demonstrate.
This is the one time we're allowing you to demonstrate. It's so
You'll hear it.
She's so annoying. The park is divided into 2 parts, the Tucson Mountain District, which is on the west of Tucson, and the Rincon Mountain District on the east, and they're about an hour apart. If you're wondering which side to visit, here are some things to consider. The east is larger, at a higher elevation, and has more trails. And if you're looking to get away from the crowds, the east has fewer people that visit every year. The west, on the other hand, has more saguaro cacti, which was ultimately why we chose to go there. I'm guessing if you're visiting, you're also here for the cacti. Lots of vlogs also mention that if you're short on time, visit the west. Look at all these dips in the road. They make this drive so exciting because you can actually feel it. We are in Saguaro National Park West, and we are at the Red Hills Visitor Center where we got our maps and just a little bit of information. Look at all these cacti behind me. Even the drive up to Red Hills Visitor Center was so beautiful. It felt like straight out of a movie because there were curvy paths, you saw the dips, and then it was just like a runway of cacti. First trail of the day, Cactus Garden Trail. These are kind of interesting. I wish I knew more of the technical terms, but It's just like, what is this? Literally. Since this morning, we've been through quite the temperature changes. It was 40 degrees at one point, and it's so nice to just be able to be here without a jacket. It's 67-ish degrees, and it just feels so nice. Also, I wanted to take this time to correct myself. It's not Saguaro, it's Saguaro. So from here on out, we're gonna say it the right way. It's finally time for lunch. We are at this picnic area, and this is the view that we get to eat with. It's our cute little picnic table, and then right there, that's what we get to eat with. After that, we went on the Bahara Scenic Loop Drive, which is a 5.2 mile drive, and this is where you're going to see the most cacti. We are doing the third trail of the day, Valley View Overlook Trail. I read some fun facts on the way here, and something that I found crazy is that some saguaron cacti can grow up to 70 feet tall, but they only gain 1 to 2 inches every 8 years. And given that fact, it probably makes sense that they live up to 200 years. Another crazy thing is that some saguaro cacti can hold up to 200 gallons of water. So that one behind me, it looks pretty thick. So I'm like really curious to know how much water it can hold. This is what the top of the Valley View Overlook Trail looks like. Seeing them up close is one thing, but getting to see those many cacti from a semi-bird's eye view is so cool. How did that happen?
I think I was just walking and clicking random things.
After that, we ended up finishing the loop drive and heading back to Sedona. The sunset was so beautiful. That's me looking at my brown eyes in the sunset. It was cooler in my head. We're in an Indian grocery store right now, and back at home we don't have Indian clothes in our grocery stores, but over here in this specific one they do, and these are so cute. I was so pleasantly surprised. We came here for food, but these are so cute. In case this didn't make it obvious, I'm always the reason why my family takes longer in stores, because I always find something else to get distracted by. The way all this makeup is just drained from my face. I like to think that it's not catfish though. That was pretty much the end of our second day in Arizona. I know that Tucson might seem like a bit of a drive, but I just think it's so unique to have a national park dedicated to highlighting different types of cacti, and it's just so symbolic of Arizona. The saguaro cacti also only grows in the Sonoran Desert, so you can only see it in very specific places, which is why I still think you should definitely go to Saguaro National Park. Today is day 3 in Arizona, and today is a Sedona day, so we are going to be exploring things on the Red Rock Scenic Byway. The Red Rock Scenic Byway is just 7.5 miles long, but those 7.5 miles are home to the red rocks that Sedona is famous for. In addition to just driving it and seeing all the different red rocks, we are currently at Bell Rock, and then after that we are going to go to Airport, Mesa, Overlook, and lastly we are doing the Devil's Bridge Trail. Why am I out of breath? I'm convinced I got one of the coolest souvenirs in Sedona. We were walking along this trail and there were ladies from the Navajo tribe selling jewelry, and they were made out of real gemstones, and it was super intricate. So right away we knew that we wanted to get something from them, and I'm going to show you the bracelet that I got. My hair is crazy right now. So So I got this jade medicinal will bracelet from them, and like look at the way that the colors look against the red rocks. And I just love how it's so simple. I feel like I could wear this every day and it would still look really good with pretty much any outfit. So that's why I picked it. Another thing I love about the bracelets is they said that they blessed the bracelets before just laying them all out. So I think it's so like fascinating that there's a deeper meaning to all these bracelets. Shoes after walking on the Bell Rock Trail for a little bit. We are driving to the airport Mesa Overlook, and maybe you'll see back there, this is why we drove up here, just to see the entire city of Sedona pretty much. Parking for the airport Mesa Overlook is $3. So kind of like how the name implies, Airport Mesa is by an airport. It's by Sedona Airport. And yeah, the main point of this overlook is exactly what it says, an overlook. And they do have a trail, but it's a little bit longer. So we're not doing that one. We have literally just come up here to stare. I know I said that as a joke, but I still think that if you have the extra time, you should go because it offers just a unique and distinctive view of Sedona. If you have a really packed itinerary, you can probably sit this one out though. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but like in Legoland or in even some museums, I remember Museum of Science and Industry, they have little displays like that of miniature cities. This is what it reminds me of, and that's why it's so fun to see the cars driving everywhere. This is the main thing that we are doing today. We are going on Devil's Lake Trail, and there's this really iconic photo of did I say Devil's Lake? This is the main attraction of the day. We are going on Devil's Bridge Why did I stutter? This is the main attraction for today. We are going to Devil's Bridge Trail, and we saw this iconic photo of this bridge and we wanted to take a photo there because it looks kind of scary. So that is what we are doing. We are starting the Devil's Bridge Trail at the Mescal Trailhead. So we are doing Devil's Bridge via Mescal Trail. This trail is a 4-mile out and back trail, and it's considered moderately challenging. It's currently 48 degrees here, but 48 sounds a lot worse than it is. It feels like a really nice day. It's too bright on this side, but quick little appreciation for the quick makeup look. And I say quick because literally it's just eyeshadow and a lip tint, but I'll show you the makeup later. We can't do this, it's too bright. Just crossed that and shoes are soaking. My socks are wet. It was really fun though. I didn't know that was part of the hike, but also it kind of has a cooling effect, so highly recommend. My left foot is the only one that got wet, so now it just feels weird. It's getting a little bit hotter at this point in the trail, so the coats have come off. We'll see how long that lasts though. If I fell in that, I would cry. Look at this. This looks like aloe vera. She pointed that out before she thinks I'm stealing her credit. Look at this clay-like mud, sand, little texture going on. It's definitely not oobleck, can confirm. I thought it was. There's a little sneak peek of the bridge. It's definitely more rocky and muddy over here. Quick shoe update. Yeah, they're not so white anymore. Slightly colder, still pretty good, but much more rocky, and we have to climb up a little bit. Way more steep over here, and it's two ways, which makes it kind of tricky. I think we finally made it to the top. Okay, I lied. Turns out this was not the top. there's all of this to still go up. Super wet and slimy in this part. We're like, I think we should be 2 minutes away from the bridge. This is what my hands look like after climbing up those rocks. This is the bridge, and now I didn't lie this time. We actually finally made it. We're waiting in line to get our pictures taken on the bridge. Are you scared to get on?
Definitely a little bit. It looks kind of scary. We'll not.
Everyone is saying that it's wider when you actually get on, so I think it should be okay.
Yeah.
This is from the actual bridge. The side right before you walk out was kind of slippery, but as you can see, the bridge itself is way wider than it looks like in any of the pictures. We just took a Polaroid and we are waiting to see if it turned out good. Right before the two big climbs, before the steep part, there's this place. Highly recommend taking photos here. They turn out so cute and the lighting here is perfect. My sunglasses have been cracked since day one, so this is what we're working with. Now that we are on our way back, I wanted to take a moment to just talk about what I thought of this overall hike. If you want to experience Sedona's Red Rocks, I don't think I can recommend this hike enough because it's the perfect amount of everything in moderation. If you're looking for a little bit of a challenge, the end steep steps will definitely give you that thrill. And just walking on the bridge, when you're on it, it's actually not that bad, but it still feels thrilling to know that it looked so scary from afar and then you did it. In addition to that, I think the timing is perfect as well. It only takes around 2 hours. It might take longer if you take a lot of pictures like us, but it's not overkill either. And the weather today was nice, so definitely try Devil's Bridge Trail. That sounded like I'm getting paid to promote this, but I'm not. So we got past the hard, steep stairs, but now I'm kind of dreading getting my feet wet in the river again. Last time I'm gonna have dry feet today. So I'm super dumb. I'm really dumb. I was crossing that river and there was one section where there was a branch, and for some reason I thought like, okay, we're not gonna go to the other side. I ended up basically walking in the river. So my shoes are not just wet right now. They are filled. They are filled with puddles of water. When I walk and my legs are moving, water is swishing back and forth against the walls of the shoe. That was great imagery. I think you get the point. Like, I'm so dumb. My dad was literally like, okay, you basically didn't even go on any of the rocks. And I was like, I know. That was so bad.
It's not the grip. That's what I'm saying. It like absorbs. It doesn't grip out.
No, but guys, I don't
You messed up our song.
Guys, I don't even understand though. I walked in the river. Like,
oh, we saw.
I like. Unfortunately, it's a sponge, so actually nothing's happening. Never mind. My bad. You can stop recording. Since Sedona is designated as a dark sky community, we went on a little night drive just to see the stars in the sky, and I did get this picture. It was absolutely gorgeous to see the stars against the different red rocks. That was the perfect ending to day 3. I can't wait for you guys to see the rest of my trip. Thanks for watching. Why are you laughing? What is looking? Nothing. What? Little holders for this? I was trying to take it off.